Hello, everybody. My name is Croxton Hale, and welcome back to Seaopolis 2. Today, we are gonna be prepping for our base expansion. We're starting here, and this is our platform that we built in the first episode, and it's not gonna cut it. We need to expand real soon, quick here. And in order to do that, we need some materials. So the first thing in this episode that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and start automating all the materials that I'm gonna need for my build and for my expansion. So to do that, I have bookmarked all the blocks that I want to automate here. Deep slate, granite, cobblestone, andesite, stone, and diorite. We're gonna also automate all the types of woods that we have and a little bit of food as well to keep us satisfied food-wise in this journey. In order for us to achieve this automation, we have to dive into the pottery chapter here. Let's start with clay balls. I've already put some dust here to change into clay, so I have a lot of dust and clay going on. So if we just quickly change this into clay balls, we get access to the bricks, terracotta, and the porcelain clay. And we know that terracotta is just smelting some clay, so I'm gonna keep that running there. And also, bricks is just a smelting of some clay balls. So this will give us access to botany pots, allowing us to automate all the organic things from saplings to all different types of food that we have already. Alright, so that's one thing in the process for the automation already. So the next thing is the bottom part here where we have to make porcelain clay. So I have some dust has been sieving here and I got 36 dust. I'm quickly change this into porcelain clay and giving us access to the clay bucket that we already bypassed by finding iron from our adventuring. And as well after that we need to make the unfired crucible in order for us to make lava. So I'm gonna make one of these for now and one clay bucket or unfired clay bucket. Let me place these to smelt first while everything else can just go back in there and smelt after that. We're gonna need a lot of bricks, so I'm gonna be putting the clays there to smelt. So we use the bricks to make botany pots, and the botany pots they require a lot of brick and a lot of terracotta. And soon here we're gonna start automating all of these. So while our two items here have already smelted, I'm gonna be placing my fired crucible here, and if you go on it and say lava can be used as a fuel as well as underneath crucible to make them faster, and the crucible is filled, it can smelt some cobblestone for us to make. So we know that using the crucible from the earlier we were making water, we need a heat source underneath it, and we need to get some real quick some chests to do the simple semi-automation that we've done before for cobblestone. I've done a bit of reorganizing and I put kinda everything of the same type together, and I have been doing a tiny bit of grinding. I know, I said I won't be doing, but I needed some materials to start with. Then I realized that I can just automate all of this without having to do the sieving and the combining of all the materials. So with that, let me get all the cobblestone that I have, and let's quickly place the cobblestone. I can just place it right here for now, and place a chest up there so I can drop any other cobblestone that I have there. I would like to keep at least one cobblestone because soon here we won't be needing any other cobblestones since we're gonna be generating them using a generator. Yes, we are getting a cobblestone generator, which is called a resource generator here, and this beautiful thing can automate and generate many different things, including all of these blocks that I have already bookmarked. And while we're waiting for all that to smelt and cook and for the lava to actually generate, we already have 400 millibuckets. Not sure if we're gonna have enough cobblestone, but it seems like we will. So for now, I want to also start to automate dirt. So in the last episode, we started making more dirt by using coarse dirt, but now I want to actually include all the different materials and all the different tools we have to automate this thing. So we had the crafting automat that we crafted in episode 1, and we said we're gonna use it later on. We haven't used it yet, but it's time. So what am I gonna do here is place my crafting automat here for a real quick simple automation just to start with. Break all of these. So this thing here allows me to set up a recipe in it. So if I go in and I place my coarse dirt recipe here, it's gonna output from the face, so it's outputting to the chest itself. And I'm gonna be utilizing my pipes here to start moving things around. So I already know that the third advanced or the advanced pipe upgrade will give me access to the filtering. So all I need to do is to start extracting from here, placing the filter, and adding my 2 items. So I will add only dirt and gravel. So now we know that only dirt and gravel will be sifted out of here. If I take this, it's going. And right now it is not working yet because it actually needs a redstone pulse for it to work. And gladly the mod pack in the first quest, they gave us access to a redstone clock. So if I place this on top, now it should start producing the coarse dirt for me. Every time it pulses, it's gonna craft one and place it here. That's gonna be sieving through here, creating more dirt and more gravel, and the journey it's a loop that will end up eventually creating us more dirt than it's using, hopefully. So in case we need some more later or we run out of gravel, because the percentage is 40% only on it, so we're gonna be adding a little bit more to it after. But for now, it's running. We're getting all the dirt and all the gravel here. Soon here we're gonna see the numbers start to increase, and eventually this is automating dirt for us. So this is how we're gonna get dirt for now, and this is the part of the automation that we're starting with. And let me start for next. Oh my god, we got a baby duck. Donald, here's your son, Donald Jr. Have fun. I hope you guys have a lot of fun together. Finally, we're growing a family of ducks. And we're just starting. I'm gonna be using all the eggs I have, and as a matter of fact, I have 4 here. Nothing from there, so we'll see what we get later. And with the start of the new day, I grabbed myself a bucket of lava from the crucible, and I'm using the ceramic lava here to showcase why is it different than the normal bucket. So if we go and we try to make our resource generator, and it's down the quest here, we're gonna see that we are missing a little bit of the recipe isn't working, but if I place it myself, it's also not working. That means I need the same buckets of everything. So I'll quickly make another ceramic bucket and come back. So with another ceramic bucket, we can put the recipe, and now we can make our first resource generator. And as we can see, the lava ceramic bucket got used because lava is just too hot. So whenever you pick it with the ceramic bucket, it's a one-time use. A bit tedious. If you want to craft a lot of resource generators, that means you have to make a lot of the ceramic buckets as well, which is not that fun to do. So what we did here is just we used up our ceramic bucket. However, if we actually go on and use the normal buckets we have that we got from finding iron by just exploring, now as you can see, it won't be used here. And if I want to get this resource generator, I need to use the resource generator 2. Actually, it's just the same one, but it can be made to be faster by placing certain blocks on it, and this will give us actually access to the book that's from this mod pack. So let me quick get some deep slate from here, or some blackstone as well. That should work. Nope. Alright, let's see what we actually need. We need some stone actually to do this. So gladly, I already have some stone here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me figure this out and come back real quick. So I figured it out. It has to be made with cobblestone, so I sift some dirt real quick to make some more cobblestone, and we get access to the resource generator too. Now, this works in a very specific way, as in you need a hopper and some storage, and you just need the item that you need. So no longer we're gonna need any cobblestone after this. So if I put this right here, put a hopper right behind it, and slap in my resource generator, and by placing the cobblestone on top of the resource generator, we can see that the color of it turned to blue and it's starting to generate cobblestone for us. And yes, this is an automation that will happen right here. I'm really quick, I'm gonna push this one step back because I don't have that much space, and I'm doing this to get more space. So I'm gonna be placing my drawer here, utilizing all the space that I can get, placing this here, placing the cobblestone on top, and just like that, we are already making cobblestone. Now I can take this, I can use it to create more lava here because we're almost running out of lava. And let me quickly go and create some more of those resource generators, just waiting for the lava to smelt down. And just a few fast forwarding happening, and we already have ourselves enough resource generators to actually get all the items that I want automated, or all the blocks. So if I place all my items here and quickly place all my hoppers down below, let me go and grab all the blocks that I actually want automated. So I highlighted them already. So let me see, I want stone, I want diorite, I want andesite, granite, and some black stone as well. No, I want some deep slate. I like to build with these materials. The color variety is nice, giving you access to different building options. So if I place all of these, they're all turning blue, and we are automating all the blocks now that we no longer need to sieve the dirt to get the items. And speaking of dirt, if we check up here, we're actually increasing our dirt numbers, and we are running a bit low on gravel because the percentage from that is lower. I was sieving some dirt to get more cobblestone, but right now all I need to do is to just use the cobblestone that I already have and already being made for me, so I don't need to go and sieve the dirt anymore. We're cutting corners right from the start. So if I go here and actually grab myself all the cobblestone back here, and from the last episode we know that we can just compress all the cobblestone to break them faster to gravel, and by doing that I get more gravel. I can put it back here to keep going and keep getting more of that dirt. One thing here we can do as well is we can grab another drawer, or normal 1x1 drawer, and if I go to the pipe here, and in the last episode we can make a round robin, and if I place this here now, yes, the dirt will be placed one inside the crafting automat and one inside the drawer, giving me access to the drawer here, that I don't have to open it from here, and I don't have to fully fill this up. All I need to do is to trigger out the round robining, and this will be like magic. So with our blocks being automated, it's time to automate the food and the wood. In order to do that, we need to get to the basic pots, or the botany pots. All we need to do is search it up here, and we're aiming to get the hopper one, so we're gonna use this recipe. In order to do that, we need to make ourselves some of this. I know that I need about 9 to 10 of these, so I'm gonna be crafting them. I can only make 6 now. I am smelting a bit more clay into terracotta, so that will be useful. We need to wait for it to smelt, but while we're waiting for that, we can make ourselves That sound is always loud, but it's always satisfying to hear. So we actually finished this chapter here, giving us access to the organic matter, but we'll do that in the next episode. So let me claim all my rewards, get a bit more terracotta so I can even make a bit more of those botany pots. And just like that, we get access to the Opolis Utilities as well. And this has everything to say about all the new items in this mod pack. You can go through it and read the enchantments we're gonna get for later. And we right now use the resource generator, and we can talk about the resource generator too. And as we can see, as a matter of fact, the resource generator can output to a chest right underneath. But I already have it set up with a hopper, so I'll leave that for now. When we move it to its perma place after we expand the base, I will use this method. So it said it can be made faster, and that is by placing certain blocks on top of the cobblestone or whatever block you have on the resource generator. So each item will have a different set of speed increasing, so there has to be a list for that. But once we get to wanting to actually increase the speed of our production, we'll get into using those blocks on top. Since we don't have access to iron yet, we do have access, but I'm not gonna go around to explore just to increase the speed a little bit when it's already been fast. Like I already have over a stack and 2 stacks of some of the items, so that is not a problem at all. So since we have the the hopper botany pots, now we can use those to actually start automating the wood. So we have different types of wood, so I'm gonna be using these 5 here. And I don't like this space clutting, so I'm gonna be placing all the blocks back here. And then let's see if we organize this. So we have 5 saplings right now, actually, only. So let's just quickly go and place said sapling just to make a little bit of symmetry here. I'll keep these here. And we can pick 5. If you place your botany pots on them, and they're already hoppered, so we don't need to use a hopper on them. And let me go grab some dirt, and as you can see, we have a lot of dirt already. Let me place a dirt and a sapling in each of those, and I'm using a 2x2 drawer because I know that the saplings actually in the botany pots will drop certain things. So for the jungle sapling, will give us the log, the stick, more saplings, and some cocoa beans. For the oak saplings, it will do the same, but it will drop apples instead. So you need a space for 4 items, and since I'm using drawers, it's better to use the 2x2, otherwise only 1 item will go in and the rest will clog here. So I'm gonna go real quickly and place all my saplings down here. And by just doing that, we already now have automated the production of wood, so no longer have to grow trees. We're gonna be getting all the items from these. So if I go and check again on the sapling, we're not gonna be getting any leaves, but as we saw, we don't need leaves anymore to make water or to make dirt. So leaves are in the past now, unless there's another use for them that will show up later. But for now, we're good. So if I go and now I've automated the wood, I just want to automate some food for myself. So since I organized everything, I know that this is here. I can start making carrots and the cactus and all these other different items. I can also automate melon, and this is not all of them are in particularly food, but we're just gonna use them to start producing them in case we need them in the future. We already have them. It's the small grind you do at the very start, and that grind saves you up a lot more time. So these saplings are actually growing. If you ever slightly look at it, you can see the size is increasing, and soon they will be harvested and be placed. The items will be placed at the bottom here. So I'm gonna grab a bit more dirt. I need 1 sand for the cactus. So let's see. Let's start with carrots, melon, bamboo, and I need a bit more botany pots, which means I need a bit more terracotta, and I need myself a couple more hoppers that I still have from the first episode. That bulk crafting is still working until the third episode here. And let's grab two. This one here, I'm just using a barrel for the last one. And if we place a dirt and a sugar cane, sand and cactus, so cactus will not work with dirt since you know Minecraft cactus cannot grow on dirt. So we put it on sand, and as you can see, it's a bit more evident here how they're growing. We already have our melon grown up and our carrots, and soon here it will drop our carrots down here. So as you can see, just by that we now have access to cobblestone, stone, diorite, andesite, granite, deep slate, jungle wood, dark oak wood, spruce wood, and birch wood, and all the different types of foods and vegetation that we have. So just like that, we already do not have to do a lot of the grind that we did in the first two episodes. So I'm gonna place all my utility stuff back here since I'd like to keep them all in one place, and I'll just toss in the other items in one place here. Alright, so what next? The mob farm. The mob farm has been working, and I haven't checked on it actually recently, so let me see. I can hear all the spiders, and if we check on it, yes, we are getting more items, but it's not looking good. I know this was temporary, and I don't like the fact that it looks hideous right now, so I'm gonna quickly kill all the spiders that have been accumulating here. We have about 4 spiders. Don't go in. Don't go in, goose. Well, you went. Oh, that sound is horrible. And anyways, I'm gonna really quickly go and break all this and replace it with one material so it looks better, and do a little bit of a better job of making the entrance here. So with doing all that, I'm gonna queue up a quick montage here to speed forward through this process. Just before I start the building montage for the mob farm, I'm just using stone here, and I really like stone bricks in Minecraft, so I'm gonna be using these for the walls and using some deep slates for the corners to just add a bit extra pizzazz to it. So with that, the night is coming and the mobs are gonna be spawning if I don't have enough light there, and I built the mob farm there so it's not all lit. So let's just quickly go to sleep, and we are gonna go and dive into the quick building montage here. So let's queue it up. And with just like that, and you saw me quickly go and grab some of the tools and extra stone that I needed, we have a semi better looking box now instead of all the different materials we did in episode 2. And it seems okay fitting for now. So all I'm gonna do now is to go and create a lot of vector plates and actually spend some time on fixing the bottom layer here. So let me find the middle of the boat. This is it. So if we go in here, we need the mobs to drop in a 1x1 block this time. So I really quickly wanna remove all of these Make sure to light this place up so the mobs don't spawn. And just by placing all of these items in here and breaking these horrible different direttes and different materials that I just placed here, we need to find the center, direct all the mobs to fall into that center. And I want the mobs to fall here. So I will be using only one damage trap this time. And it's being picked up. That poor goose's body is here. So if I place this right here, and I also want to close it now. So since I only have one this time in one place, so what am I gonna do is I'm gonna place this right here. I'm gonna break my basic item collector, and this time I'm gonna place it from this side because it's gonna cover up the area inside. And I'm gonna use the rest of my deep slate here to cover up all of this, allowing the mobs only to fall into this one tiny hole. And by closing that, right now we have access to this chest that will just collect the items for us. So I'm gonna keep this like that. Need to quickly enclose everything up here, put everything back in place, make it look a bit better. And what I can do is I can make my entrance through this side and make sure to cover everything up on top. So we want all the mobs to go in here. I'm gonna go quickly grab myself some more vector plates and lay everything out here, just so all the mobs can go into this hole. Alright everyone, and with that we're reaching the end of the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter episode with a lot of automations. We have prepped ourselves for the next episode, which we will be expanding the base using all the different materials that we already automating here. And you can just leave this in the background for like 10 or 15 minutes and you can see that you will get a lot of these items built up already. And a quick tip, if you want to do some AFKing and you don't have to be in the game, if you go and open to LAN, you can allow your cheese if you want to fix any bugs that showed up. And now if I tab out of the game will continue running and all of these automations will continue going on. So you can do that, tab out, and you can come back to more items without actually having to stay in the game for it to work right for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.